This video will take you on a monumental 10-week, 14,000 kilometer or 8,700 mile overlanding, camping, fishing, and photography journey north through all of British Columbia, the Yukon, Northwest Territories, and all the way to the Arctic Ocean on the Dempster Highway. For the past 30 years, I've traveled, fished, and professionally photographed every corner of British Columbia, documenting many of my adventures along the way. Join me as I take you on this great northern experience. Thought I'd have a little bit more space back there, but pretty full as well. Here we are climbing up the infamous Smasher on the Coquihalla Highway, Highway number 5, or a highway through hell. It is evening of the first day. Lovely evening at my campsite here on the Thompson River. Look at the great sunset. Isn't that beautiful? I am on the road from Clearwater up to Moose Camp. Check out that view.
Get some good photos this morning.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
Pretty amazing place when the sun comes up.
It really is. Boat full of gear. A little goat trail here on the way to the Clearwater River to do some fishing. It's a nice little white water there. The Clearwater Kayak Festival's on today, so we'll be seeing some kayakers, I think, coming through this. Oh, fish just rose up to take it. I pulled it in too quick. Gutsy. Of course, I didn't bring my waders because I thought, that seems like a pretty big deal for such a hot day. It's 31 degrees out. And so I thought, you know, let's just wade right in with our shoes on. Oh, you're a good size. What do we got there? Well, we got a whitefish. Temperature is only 19 degrees out. It's dropped like about 11 degrees. It was 30 degrees when I left Clearwater. It's so nice to get into the cool weather and a little bit of moisture. Oh, it's raining hard. It's just pouring out. And I'm gonna head down the river and see what we get. And if I don't get anything, I can blame it on the fly, the length of the leader, the time of year, the temperature, the humidity, or the fact that it's just pouring rain. Or I'm just got bad luck. Good size rainbow. All right, what a beauty. Check that out. That is a beautiful rainbow. So I've had a leak in the trailer. Last night it was pouring rain. So here's my temporary solution to the problem of this leak. I've just laid a plastic garbage bag over top of this and it sticks really well. Probably not a wise thing to go fishing here. Right in the city, right in the middle of Prince George. Right in the spot that I'm gonna go fishing in. There's a bear. Let's see what happens. All right. Hey bear. Hey bear. There you are. Hello. I see you in there. Hi. There you are. It's hiding in there. So check out my campsite for tonight. I am about 30 kilometers or so outside of Mackenzie. I am in Mackenzie, British Columbia, and I've just stopped at a really unique place. This is the world's largest tree crusher. Whoa! I'm going to give you a sense of the scale of this crazy thing. Like, I'm reaching up 8 feet right now. These are the big crushing teeth and the huge drum that just rolls over the forest. Obviously when it's logged, but just amazing the size of this thing. Built in the 60s. Why it's here and not being used is beyond me, but pretty cool. It's look at this big gear thing here. That's like the steering on this thing. These massive teeth. So I'm between Chetwynd and Tumbler Ridge this afternoon, late afternoon actually, and I've been following the Pine River for quite some time. And here I am on the Pine River with kind of a rocky background. And I thought, you know, this would be a great place to bring out the other fishing rod. Let's have a look at you first of all. Aren't you pretty? Huh? I'm just outside of Tumbler Ridge, and I'm going to be checking out the dinosaur footprints track that's here and a trail. This is called the Cretaceous Trackway. So there's a couple of boys who discovered this back in the summer of 2000. Really interesting. And now it's a World UNESCO Heritage Site. Check it out. That's cool. There's this one right here, which is kind of cool. Put my foot next to it and get a sense of scale, how big that really is. See the big claw marks on that one. This whole area apparently is just chock full of them. There's another one here, different kind of dinosaur again. My foot next to that one. That's a big pad. I put my left foot down here, you can see it. Right beside it on the right. And there's a couple more over here, just to the left of my foot. Another one here, also to the left of my foot. These are the tracks that I saw actually down at the pool here. These are the first ones that I'd seen from the theropod. And then I think it was this one here that I saw next, actually, the ankylosaur. That was the really big pad. And then this was kind of more the smaller pads. But really fascinating to see something that's like millions of years old, literally. These wind turbines are so cool. There's so many of them up here, just up the highway from Tumbler Ridge. And you can just hear the sound these things make. They're really quite impressive. I'm crossing the Peace River. Peace, man. Just walking through the old museum here in Hudson Hope. The area I'm driving on right now will be underwater sometime in the next 5 or 6 months. This is the part of the Peace River that will be flooded because of the Site C Dam. Let's check out the beautiful light here coming down the Alaska Highway, just the last 10 kilometers before my campsite. And look at the beautiful boreal forest here, the black spruce, they're kind of stunted. This to me really feels north. Morning, day 16. It's time to do some fishing. I was told that there's some fish jumping in a pool right over, kind of right behind the trailer over here. So I'm gonna go into there and throw a fly in there. I got my waders on this morning because this is a very wading kind of river. What do we got there? A little Arctic grayling. First one of the trip. Aren't you pretty? Look at that. You're just a baby. Good size this time. I'm now fishing in the Bucking Horse River. Just about 20 minutes from my campsite heading north. This one's a bit bigger than the other ones that I got this morning. I'll show you this little guy. So pretty. Look at that dorsal fin. Isn't that gorgeous? What do we got? Oh look, it's another grayling. Surprise, surprise. Well, it decided to rain here at this next little river that I stopped at. Alright then. And it's hailing pea-size hail. So I have just turned off of the Alaska Highway to Highway 77, facing that way to the Northwest Territories. I am going into Fort Liard. Wow, look at this huge culvert. I'm standing on. It's got to be, oh, I'd guess 20 feet across. I'm standing right on the very top here, and it looks dicey. I'm just going to cast my lure into that pond over there, just because I can. Oh, little fish just jumped for it. That is funny. I'm going to try that again. That's kind of fun. Alright, let's see if I get the guy this time. Oh, I got one on. That is funny. Now he's going to come up way up into the air. He's going, oh my God, what have I done? Where am I going? I'm flying. We've got a little grayling here. We're going to have to let him go. And you better not flop out of here, buddy. There you go. That's funny. It's been raining on and off all day long. I had some thunder, lightning, hail storms. I mean, it's been quite an exciting day, really. I'm heading into the camper right now for 3 reasons. It's raining, there are mosquitoes, and I'm absolutely bagged. I will see you tomorrow. And this is the, not sure if I'm going to pronounce it right, the Petitote River. And boy, does it look fishy to me. I camped here overnight. It was pouring rain all night long, and the trailer's leaking. Fish on this morning already. I like it. What do we got? Probably a grayling. Fish on. This one's a little bigger. Not by much. Just took it so hard though. Scrappy. Well, it's official, folks. I am in the Northwest Territories. So this is coming into Fort Liard, and there are buffalo on the road. I saw up ahead what I thought was a dog again, and this is the second time this happened on this trip. It actually wound up being another lynx. And I haven't seen lynx in years, and now on this trip, in just the last couple of weeks, I've seen 2 of them. And my first cast. Oh my God, I got a bruiser. I got a monster on here. Look at the size of that one. That's a beauty. Well, buddy, I think you're dinner. There we go. I knew somebody would take the worm. Look at that. Nice grayling with a worm fly. Wow, what a super epic morning it was this morning. I lost count. 8, 9 fish, and I don't know how many on and gones. Summit Lake, Northern Rockies. We've got some caribou on the road. This water is gin clear. Like, it's crazy how crystal clear this water is. So I decided to stop at the Toad River recreation site. All right, here we are on a little beach with looks like a class 2 rapids and a nice little pool with back eddy right in here. What do we got there? Decent sized grayling. Now in the Northern Rockies here, so I expect to see a lot more wildlife, and I did this morning. As soon as I left the campsite just a few kilometers up the road, I saw a large herd of caribou, which is, oh, I love caribou. You know you're in the north when you see caribou. Using the old style gas pumps. Gotta love it. Just coming up to Muncho Lake. Well, I thought I'd just stop here on Muncho Lake, just a few minutes up the road from the Double G restaurant that I just had that amazing breakfast at. Wow. It was called the Geriatric. The bacon was like 1/8 of an inch thick, and they didn't scrimp on it. That toast was 1 inch thick. I may be regretting that breakfast in about an hour or so, but we'll find out, I guess. Trout River. Let's check it out. There we go. Fish on! I knew you were in there. Nice size grayling. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Nobody wants it. Oh, I just caught one. It's just on the way up. Oh, on and gone. We got ourselves a buffalo just walking down the middle of the highway here. Fairly typical scene on the Alaska Highway, I think. Got his tail up. I don't know what that means, but I don't think I want to mess with him. The Smith River. So instead of turning left to go to that little fishing spot, I decide to go right because I get enticed by a sign that says waterfall. Check out the Smith River waterfall. That little detour is over, and I'm finally here on the Smith River where I was supposed to be. Come on, buddy, I know where you live. Right there. 123 Smith River Lane. There we go. I got you now. I come a knocking. I knew you were in there. You're just a wee little bugger. Well, I officially made it to the Yukon. And you know how I can tell? There's a signpost with stickers all over it. Gas pump attendant, is that what you are? Hey, big bear! Wow, that was a big bear. Well, check this out. This is Signpost Forest in Watson Lake. Just a few signposts here and there. I mean, this is just a small portion of this park. I've been looking for a good spot to put this sticker, and I think I found one. This is Gertrude. She's in a pretty prominent spot here, and I thought this would be an appropriate place to put this sticker that I brought with me. Alright, now it's going to be photographed a lot, so I thought, you know, why don't we put the sticker right here on Gertrude. So I'm finally on the Robert Campbell Highway north of Watson Lake, heading to Ross River and Carmacks. So check out the Campbell Highway. Campbell Highway is paved for now, but that's going to change up here pretty soon. We're going to hit gravel not too far down the road. So let's go check out this lake here. There's a little path just right in behind the trailer here. Check that out. Really shallow up front here. So the reason for the big tarping of the campfire this evening is the sky just turned kind of gray real fast, and the wind picked up. It looked like a storm was coming in over the lake. The wind was howling, and I thought, wow, I don't want this thing to leak on me again, because I've had some real issues with it and I haven't had a chance to fix it yet. It's time to check on our bread. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. It's time to show you this loaf of bread here that I made. Lots of seeds in there. Smells wonderful. And I just saw spruce grouse as I was registering for another night here. This is what happens when you leave your bag of peanuts outside. Some little varmint gets at it. This is definitely the work. Oh, the ravens. Nasty buggers. Dumb me, I left my peanuts out again. And look what they're doing. Making a hell of a mess. There you go. God, I love that sound. This is the north end of Simpson Lake where I was camping last night. Just driving along here, and it's so pretty. Well, I haven't gone very far this morning since leaving camp, and come across this beautiful little river or stream here. And look at this pool in front of me. Oh, that's inviting. Now, I'm not going to promise you this time that I'm going to catch something, because every time I do that, nothing happens. So, well, sometimes anyway. So it just looks fishy. So let's hope we catch something here. Let's give it a try. Oh, fish on. Here we go. This is not a grayling. tell by that fin. And he's got it right in the side of the mouth here. That is dinner for sure. What do we got there? Oh, that's a beauty. All right, let's bring you up onto the grass here where I can see what the heck's going on. I just broke my fishing rod. You done broke my fishing rod, buddy. What a gorgeous fish that is. I just stopped here at Coffee Lake, not too far away from Ross River, where I'm going to be stopping for the evening. And I came across this flooded lake over here. Well, it sure looks like this lake has flooded this road here quite a bit, and it's kind of disappearing. But something that you wouldn't really expect is to find a car parked right here. I think that's kind of a silly place to park your car. Wow, look at that. It is completely ruined. So this would be the old bridge crossing the Pelly River. That is a very old bridge indeed. This is the North Canal Highway, and it will take you into the Northwest Territories, up to a whole bunch of mining operations up there. Now check out that view of the Lappy River and the bridge that I'm on right now. This canyon here is quite spectacular. Just a pretty little lake here beside the road. There's a flock of ducks there just swimming by. I'm gonna take some photos of these beautiful tree reflections in the water. It's like glass. Coming to the end of the dirt road on the Campbell Highway, right at the turnoff to Faro. I'm going to head up that way, and I'm going to be so glad this dirt road is over for now. I'm getting a lot inside the trailer, so looking forward to some clean road for a change. I'm going to make the turn here to Faro and check out the town for sure. And here comes the pavement. Wahoo! Loving it. All right. Faro, 10 kilometers. Here's a bit of history of this particular truck. Ore-haul truck number 3. At one time, the biggest truck in the Yukon. Wow. Man, Imagine driving this to work every day. I'm gonna check this thing out. Nice sign. Wow. Man, shoulder checking on this thing would have been fun. And I'm now using these beautiful boxes here from Loop. Got these from my sponsor, Loop Tackle. Beautiful little box. So this is my nymphs, and I got one for dries. I don't have a lot of dries yet. I did have a bunch, but all my flies were stolen last year. That's a different story. So I'm building up a new collection here. So I have reached the end of the Campbell Highway here on highway number 2. So left to Carmex, right to Dawson City. And of course, what do you see? A cold beer off sale sign. Wow. That's a honkin' big river. Right now I'm about, I'd say about an hour away north of Whitehorse, and looking forward to getting this day over. Actually, it's lots of driving, but I just have to stop for scenes like this. There's just no way that I can miss this. Well, she ain't perfect, but it's a heck of a lot better than it was. At least now I can do some repair on these bubble panels here. Oh, good morning. It's day 25 here in Whitehorse, Yukon. And today is going to be a tourist day. Main Street, Whitehorse. So that was a bit of a walking tour of the SS Klondike, the paddle wheeler that used to ply that river, the Yukon River, for many years. Time for an oil change. Right beside the RV campground, they've got a number of old vehicles here that were used in the making of the Alaska Highway. It's pretty cool. What's the sign in here? Vehicle cost $4,797. Maximum speed 35 miles per hour. Looks like an old bulldozer of some kind. Or it's a crane, that's what that is. Wow. Amazing. I think somebody used to sit up here and get their legs precariously close to these driving chains. No safety covers there. Men weren't sissies back then. Behind me here is Shipyard Park, where they used to build all the stern wheelers that used to ply the waters of the Yukon River. didn't realize that they actually have a dam here on the Yukon River, and this is how the city of Whitehorse gets its electrical power. 4 weeks with my brother, starting in about 10 minutes. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to record the whole thing and then go for it. Just got the flight radar app open here, and you can see actually where that flight is. Right there. There he is there. Howdy, stranger.
Hey, man.
Good to see you. The way you finally here.
Hey, took a while, eh?
Traffic. Morning, day 28. Officially 4 weeks into the trip, and it was an epic evening last night. I picked up this character here. That's my brother Hans, and we are finally on our 4-week trip together, where we head up north to Tuktoyaktuk on the Arctic Ocean. So we're just playing tourists right now here again at the dam, at the dam. There are some Arctic grayling in the river right now, in the fishway. So this is the fishway that we just saw inside. It's kind of cool that fish are allowed to go through the dam this way here. You can see some actually right up at the surface here. Arctic grayling right in there. That's just a big wooden box. This whole fishway. Cool. This is Miles Canyon from high above, and we're going to be going down to that bridge right over there shortly. Miles Canyon, Yukon River. Oh, this looks sketchy. Wow, I think they ran stern wheelers through here at one time. Crazy. Don't jump! Don't jump! Day 29 of the trip, and today is an exciting day. Today's the day we shove off for points up north. Little bugger that just tried to steal my bread. You get out of the trailer! You get out from under there! Where did he go? You like that bread too, don't you? Hey? Get down! Just stop it! Stop it!
Is he on top again? Oh, there he is.
What are you doing? You're a cheeky little bugger. All right, time to get this party started. Day 1 of Hands on the big road trip.
We're off and ready.
to spray our feet before we go in, and that's just to ensure that we're not tracking anything in that could be harmful to the animal. Come on in, and you can be fed right over there.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Come on, love. Harder in the summer. Winter's a lot easier. But then she always thinks that I put something there. Pressure on her that's too much.
Oh, hello. Hello. Hi. I've never been approached by a fox before. Look at this.
Yes. Hey, there you go.
Oh my God. Get down,
No,
gremlin. Come on.
I love it. I guess we're not allowed to touch them.
Yeah, like try not to, even though he's a ridiculous. Come on.
You're just so funny.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're so cute.
What a pose.
Look.
Yeah, that would have been the cellar. Right in there. Pretty cool. The Montague Roadhouse. Oh, here's the old stove. I wonder what this was. Somebody's cabin. Wow. This is well made. Oh, fish on! That's my first pike in the Yukon. Whoa, he got off! Wow! Stay tuned, folks. There are some big pike in here. Oh, fish on. Nice fish. Oh, fish on. Almost every cast. Oh. Just the ptarmigan walking through the streets of Keno City, Yukon. Holy
Insane.
it's bonkers is what it is. I can spend days up here.
Oh my God.
How much time you got for the Yukon experience?
I'm here for 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Ocean mode? I don't know. We're about 50 kilometers away from Dawson City, and my brother has no idea what he's in for. Wahoo! We're in Dawson City, Yukon.
Yeah.
Non-paved streets.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty hard paved, like pretty hard gravelish.
Packed, but it's the sidewalks are all original.
First time into Dawson City.
There's Diamond Tooth Gertie's right there.
Oh yeah.
Look at these buildings here on the left.
Yeah.
Okay, I want the campground. I'm not.
Ready? Cheers.
You did it. So this is exactly where the Klondike Gold Rush started, right here. And we're gonna walk right down to the spot where it actually happened. This is where the gold rush started, right here on Bonanza Creek at this very location. That was a pretty interesting breakfast we just had at the El Dorado in downtown Dawson this morning. Sitting there eating our breakfast and just looking around the room, and happened to catch one of the TV show guys from the show Gold Rush, Chris Dumit. He works for the Parker Schnabel crew as the Gold Room guy. He's the guy that's always smoking the big cigars.
I think.
Oh, they're gonna squeeze this guy in, but not me.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I'm not getting on this one.
Who knows?
And away we go on the Yukon River.
Yeah, see, the whole boat is going sideways now to just line up with this, eh? Yeah.
And just check out this view. Wow, this is stunning. Yukon, Alaska. So we just made a stop at the Alaska border, the North Crossing. It is the day that we shove off to the Arctic, and we're starting to pack up the trailer here. All right, so we are ready to do the Dempster. We just dropped off the trailer. As you can see, we did a crazy amount of work just to get that thing ready. Switching stuff around, leaving stuff in behind. The truck is now fully loaded with all of our stuff in the right place. We just got a lot of stuff that's in here that we're gonna have to move every single day. That's just how we're gonna have to live for the next 8 to 10 days. So that's just the way that we are here at the Bonanza RV park where we've left the trailer, and we're ready to hit the Dempster. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
You can go anytime.
From the Yukon. We are officially going there.
what did you think about entering Tombstone Range here?
This spot courtesy of iOverlander app. Check this out. Like, is this a nutso place to camp or what? Obviously, we've had a crazy epic day just photographing on the Dempster Highway, coming through the Tombstone area. It's really hard to describe how stunningly beautiful this place is. The words can't really even describe what this place is like. Here's Hans' sleeping arrangement. We got a whole bunch of stuff in here. There's his head over there. His feet are going to be over here. It's going to be a little tight, but I mean, he's got enough to sleep in there. It's slightly smaller than a single. My sleeping area. I don't think I've arranged this all yet, but it's going to be kind of in here somewhere. I need to move a bunch of stuff to the front.
This is what I slept in last night. Pretty messy. Pretty tight. But that's my view. Not too shabby.
We are just packing up after a rather challenging night sleeping in the truck. It's the decision to leave the trailer behind in Dawson was a difficult one to do, but also created a whole new set of challenges for us, in that we've got so much stuff now in the truck that we needed to bring with us, and the truck's just not that big, and so we're having to move buckets of stuff around. It's just a bit of a pain. So we just made a stop here at Eagle Plains, which is a bit of a paradise in the middle of the wilderness. It's a bit of a muck hole. Not been a whole lot of fishing yet today, simply because the rivers have been blown out. There's a bit of rain that was up here, so they're really dark and brown. And the Ogilvie River is quite large, and just not a lot of access to get down to the river quite easily. This is the Arctic Circle. The little white dots in the background there is the actual Arctic Circle crossing. Yeah, I heard about him in Whitehorse. Oh, yet another crazy epic day today for sure. So we made it as far as Rock River, just past the Arctic Circle. We're probably about an hour past that, I think. And like, what an amazing place this has been. Like, the scenery here has been just bonkers. Here's our campsite. Kind of a nice little campsite. It's a government one here at Rock River, and fall is definitely in the air. Hans has made himself a pretty cozy bed in comparison to the other night, so he'll be a lot more comfortable here tonight. He's put everything off to the side, which is way better than what we had before. I'm going to arrange my side of the We're inside the cab a little differently. You could see all the mud here today off the road. It was pretty sticky in some places. And we have a little present here. We got some moose droppings right in the campsite. And I don't know how fresh these guys are, but obviously there's moose in the area.
It was a really, really cold night. I was sleeping in the back of the truck. It was pretty darn uncomfortable. So I think we made the decision this morning that just to stay warmer and to be a little more comfortable, we're actually going to sleep together in the back of the truck, sort of ass to tea kettle. I mean, we're brothers, so I guess that's all right. We need to stay warm. It is way too cold out here, almost kind of dangerously cold at night. We are in the town of Inuvik tonight, and I'm so excited to be here. As a matter of fact, we got so tired of the camping thing, and we got into this place, the Mackenzie Hotel. Just coming down the main street of Inuvik, Northwest Territories. There's the church. We're here at the Northern Store in Inuvik, and if you want to buy a snow machine, there it is. For the low, low price of...
How much?
$20,000. Cheap, cheap, cheap.
How's it going, eh?
Hey, so we are finally on our way to Tuktoyaktuk. Let's try that again. We are finally on our way to Tuktoyaktuk and the Arctic Ocean. I'm really happy about that. We just did a little bit of shopping for some suvies and just looking around the town and stuff like that. So anyways, the highway is supposed to be really bad from here, but it's not really that bad yet. I'll show you what it looks like. Ways to go. Well, we're officially not in Kansas anymore. This is it, Dorothy. This is the wilderness. Side of Inuvik, heading to the Arctic Ocean and Tuktoyaktuk. This is tundra, and just a few trees only here and there now, way above the tree line. At a trumpeter swan, like just right beside the road here. They just don't want to fly. Coming into Tuktoyaktuk. Picturesque. We see the Arctic Ocean sign any moment. There it is. Yep, I made it to the end of the Dempster Highway at the Arctic Ocean. Oh, we're so happy about that. Check this out. Look at this view. Nothing but water. It is so cold here. It's windy. My hands are freezing. It's, what's the date today? September the 7th or 8th, something like that, 2023. Yeah. We're pretty proud that we made it here finally. I'm gonna take some photos. We're gonna call our loved ones at home, let them know that we're here and that we're safe. I'm gonna dip my toe in the Arctic Ocean. I'm gonna be crazy, I'm gonna put my toe in it. And before I do, I wanna thank my wife who painted this beautiful rock for me. That's my little A-frame camper. That's me fishing, catching a fish in the mountains on a beautiful lake or river. And here's the YouTube channel, Capture Real Adventure. That's exactly what we're doing right now. We're going to do a little adventure by sticking our toe in the Arctic Ocean. So I'm going to put the rock in there as well. I'm not going to leave it here, but let's do it. There you go. There it goes. Ah! That's pretty cool. Wow, it's pretty cold. There we go. That's fresh.
No kidding.
This is what we're dealing with right now, making beans, Spam, and whatever else, granola bars and chips for dinner. Gourmet food for two guys on the run. Weird stuff. Wow. You can see why moose have long legs, just to deal with this kind of stuff walking through this. It's tough to walk through. Just crossed over the Northwest Territories Yukon border, and it is windy, windy, windy up here. Just check to see how desolate this is. I mean, we're in the clouds, but this is amazing country. Check out the view down there. Look at that. Fast moving clouds you can see here. And this apparently is where they see the grizzly bears. So I'm gonna stop here and do some glassing of the slopes. And we're just gonna get a couple of photos up here. Head back in the vehicle and in safety. Crazy windy. What an amazing country. Wow. I think we have a problem here. Well, it was a super long day today. Driving about, maybe a third of the Dempster highway today. It was a long drive, but absolutely necessary for us to get back to Dawson tomorrow. We landed here at Engineer Creek, Yukon government campsite. Really nice campsite in here. This is 7 o'clock in the morning, just got up. And my brother does not want to get out of bed. I just turned around here and opened up the back gate. And we're just talking about some noises he heard last night in the middle of the night. I think it was me that he heard in the middle of the night. I think I was snoring, apparently. I'm just doing a little fishing here on the Blackstone River in Tombstone Park here, and you know, I haven't done a whole lot of fishing on this area. I just wanted to give it one last try before we leave. So we've been stopping a lot here in Tombstone Park, just checking out all the views here. I mean, some of these views are insane. You got to check out this view down this valley here. I don't know if you can see it very well with this camera, but we're looking this like right down there with the telephoto lens, so you're getting like a little kind of piece of it, just like that. It's absolutely a stunning view. Look how craggy those mountains are. And then I'm going to spend a few minutes glassing the slopes over here for grizzlies and caribou, see if there's anything there as well. Well, we have just completed the Dempster Highway. Me and my brother, we done did it. About 2,000 kilometers roughly we've traveled this entire length all the way to the Arctic Ocean and back. Like, this is just, we're like ecstatic that we've done this. A real feeling of accomplishment for sure. We have finally arrived in Whitehorse. We have been driving all day long today. It's just been a real big travel day today, just about 8 hours worth of driving in total. We didn't stop a whole lot, just to do, you know, some private business now and then maybe just stop for a hot dog in one place at Carmack's, I believe it was, and to get some gas a couple times. So nothing really big excitement today, except for that one fishing spot at Crooked Creek there where I caught those 2 grayling, which is really fun. It is day 41 of the Great Northern Project. Wow, can't believe I've done 40 days so far. 40 days and 40 nights on this trip. It's been an amazing journey so far. Today, it's a bit of a change of the weather pattern. We're going to start seeing a little bit more showery activity, and there's a possibility of snow, believe it or not, this week in a couple of spots that we're heading to up in Alaska. Well, check this out. We finally got R2 nice and clean. We just took a brush to it. It took probably about almost 20 minutes, half hour, just to get the majority of the grime off of this thing. Some of the mud was so stuck on there that I just had to put the jet right up against it. We had to scrape it off. It was really stuck on there, kind of like concrete. So now they're actually having to clean the wash bay of all the mud that we left in behind. So we are at the end of Klondike Lake in the Yukon, and if you look up the history of Klondike Lake, you'll realize that the lake is actually drying up. Something to do with the glacier way down there apparently has clogged up the river system, or the creek that feeds the lake, and the lake has been drying up for many years, and you can see the result of that here. Check out this sort of marsh area. I remember being here in 2008 when there was still water in here. Even 2 years ago, there was some water a little bit further down the way over there, and I got some really nice marsh photographs, and now it's just all blowing sand. Check out the sand dunes on this side of the highway here. Have a look at this. Well, we finally made it to Klondike Lake here in the Yukon. Day 41 of the Great Northern Project, and we are here at one of the most stunning lakes that I've ever seen in Canada. I know there are many, but this is one of my favorite. It is cold, it is windy. I'm doing a time lapse of this scene here of the mountains and the sunlight fading on the mountains here. That way is east. So in the morning, that's all going to be dark, the mountains. So I'll be out here in the morning and I'm going to do another time lapse as well. I've been here before where the sun is just rising up over these mountains and you start to reveal some of these hillsides. It's going to be absolutely stunning video and photography in the morning. And I promise I'll do a time lapse as well. And you'll see the time lapse of the evening shot that I'm doing right now on the iPhone here on my tripod. Sunrise is just about to happen. I've got my other camera set up doing a time lapse. And we're gonna hang out here for the day. When the sun rises up over those mountains, it lights up these little valleys really nicely and it makes for some great photography. So we're gonna photograph that soon. We are at the end of Klondike Lake. I just want to show you this view here this morning. Check this out. Isn't this spectacular? That's why I just love this lake. It is so vast and there's so many opportunities to photograph and to sightsee around here. It is absolutely amazing. We are at the end of a road by the abandoned town or ghost town of Silver City. Wow, these buildings have deteriorated quite a lot since the last time I was here a couple of years ago. This is what we're using to capture the adventure here on the Great Northern Project. Now we get the egg. Here comes the egg. Get it just before it congeals. How is it?
Good.
Yummy? Mm-hmm. Spaghetti carbonara tonight.
Very good.
Another great day here on Klondike Lake today. A really relaxing day. We just sort of hung out in the trailer most of the day. Had a couple naps, which was nice, just to get recharged for our big trip to Alaska tomorrow. Today is the day we head into Alaska. We're gonna pack up this morning, have a quick breakfast, and shove off. Do some photography along the way, maybe some fishing. We'll see what happens. No real big plans as to where we're gonna stay tonight. Just gonna be somewhere in Alaska and just see what happens. The day is gonna be an interesting one, I think. New experiences, taking the firearms across the border. That'll be entertaining, I'm sure. I've got the forms, it's all legal, but it's going to make part of the story to see how that actually goes. I'll probably be called into the office there and be given the 3rd degree, who knows. We are just about to head into Alaska. We are about less than a minute away, I think it is, just up ahead. And looking forward to leaving the Yukon and doing something different.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
The next 5...
Man, the roads are bad in Canada here.
Wow, that was rough.
That shook the dirt off.
Yeah, there was a lot of really bad sections of highway behind us.
Coming into Alaska, border crossing. Customs to the right. Customs.
Hi there.
Where are you folks from?
He's from Winnipeg, I'm from Chilliwack, BC.
Okay. And where are you headed?
To McCarthy and Valdez.
Okay. How long will you be in Alaska?
Depends on the weather, 5 to 7 days, something like that.
Okay.
I have 3 firearms to declare.
Okay. So which one is Hans?
That's right here, yeah.
And Karsten.
Yeah.
You have 3 firearms. Did you declare them to Canada?
Yes.
Nothing's changed since then?
Nothing at all. No, not even the ammunition.
Okay.
It's exactly the same amount as on the back there.
Okay. Yeah, you never know when you'll need those around here.
Well, that's why we're carrying the 2.
That's
and
hilarious.
The other one's for hunting in Canada. So we are officially in Alaska. We just got here. What is the date today? The 13th of September 2023. Looking straight down that cut. That is the border. We are on Grizzly Lake, and I want to show you this view. I don't know if you can see in the background over here. But look at the reflection of that mountain over there with the clouds moving over top of it. That's a stunning, stunning mountain. And that's the direction that we're going to go in today. We are finally on the road to McCarthy, and it is about 94 miles from here, as you can see from the sign behind me here. And this road's going to start turning rough in a little while, and it's going to be interesting. It's been raining. We've just went through a huge rainstorm, and we got a bit of a break here, which is nice to see. I think we're going to get some pretty lousy weather in the next couple days. There's a big low sitting off the southern part of Alaska here right now, and it looks like it's going to be around for the next few days for sure. I bet you this is going to be bringing some snow into the area. Whether we get it or not sure exactly. It's narrow. The end of the pavement right there. We are on gravel from now on. Travel beyond this point not recommended. We went through absolute hell to get here today with this truck and camper. Let me tell you, this thing took a beating, but I mean, we did it slowly, we did it carefully. We did that highway in 6 hours. Now we did stop for about maybe 1.5 hours to 2 hours doing photography. We're in this beautiful campsite that we are the only ones here, and it's a big campsite. It's because it's kind of remote here. I mean, we are really in the middle of nowhere in southeast Alaska. There they go. Check out the food. What's in there? What you got in there? Get away. Get off my food. Get. Today is going to be about visiting the town of McCarthy. We don't really know what's coming up here. We do know that you got to drive to a bridge, and from there I think you have to take a little shuttle bus into town or something. So we just crossed over the Kennecott Bridge and the Kennecott River, and there is no transportation service here this time of year. Maybe there's a shuttle other times of year, I'm not sure. But this is our trail. We have to walk into town, and have no idea how far it is. I don't think it's that far, but we'll see how that goes. Interesting. Kind of a neat way to start the adventure here today in McCarthy. But all right, this is the main street coming into McCarthy, and their main street kind of looks like their main highway coming in. It's got about as many potholes per square inch, which is kind of cool, I guess. Keeps out the riffraff, I suppose, or locks them in, I'm not sure.
Like a movie set.
Wow. The scale of some of these bearings and wheel parts are amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
this is crazy.
Imagine the weight of that stuff.
I mean, this looks like a bearing here as well, and it's got to be like 3 inches thick.
if you want to call it, of the Jumbo Mine tram line. And then there was another line that went up to Bonanza.
Wow.
And this is the concentrator. So they would take the ore that they smashed up in the mines, bring it down on the trams, and then they would further process it here.
Right.
These are two different crushers.
Oh, that's what
and they would
are,
crush
okay.
it and then sort it and crush it and sort it.
Right.
And then eventually extract the waste limestone from the copper.
This is such an adventure being here. Just I just can't believe the scenery. It's almost indescribable, really. It's alien, this landscape that's shaped by the glacier and mankind here kind of coming together. Well, it's another cold and crisp morning here in the McCarthy area. Still here in the campground. We're going to be heading out this morning, so we're packing up and we're making ourselves a really nice breakfast this morning. We did not make dinner last night because we had a free dinner at the Bear and Salmon, or the Salmon and Bear. Met a couple of celebrities there from the TV show Edge of Alaska. Had a chat with a couple of them there. Super nice folks out here. We had a good time last night. That was a lot of fun sitting with another couple that we met, Fran and his wife. Fran is an interesting character. As you see, he looks like a guy straight out of the Klondike.
Yeah, looking good.
Excellent. Have a good corned beef or hash, sausage hash breakfast this morning. All that goodness. Horsetail Falls. Good morning from Valdez, Alaska. Boy, it sure rained last night. I was kind of comfortable sitting in the trailer and listening to that rain, but unfortunately we still did have a bit of a leak in the trailer, despite all of the repair work that we've done to it. So not sure what we're going to do about that yet. Look at this morning. Look at all the mountains around me here. Check this out. Valdez is a very pretty town. It's nestled in some gorgeous, gorgeous country right here in southeast Alaska. here's my view this morning over this beautiful lake. There is one trumpeter swan that's just kind of swam over to the other side of the lake there. The other one took off already. But what a beautiful spot it is here. There's a photo blind right over there that I just finished going into. And I've been photographing the reflections here on the lake. We are back in the Yukon. So glad for that, because now we have regular cell service. Oh, that's great. Anyways, we had a great time in Alaska. Really enjoyed it. And we were actually going to go back into Alaska today, down south of Haines Junction, down into Haines. But we decided, you know, we're going to retire a little bit early today, around 5 o'clock, and just, you know, make a nice dinner and not sort of rush around the last minute. It snowed last night. You could tell the freezing level has come down quite a bit. This is all just from last night, this snow. It's pretty, but dang, it's cold out here. We just came through a section of the Tatanchini LSEC Park in BC. A lot higher up, close to 1,000 meters up. Boy, it's a stunning country up there. We stopped probably about 10, 12 times just to photograph different areas. Oh wow, I mean that's just like mind-blowing kind of stuff. Yeah, no one can quite describe how beautiful, amazing, stunning it really is. It's at a different level. It's like the highest level of wow that you could possibly imagine. Like the mountains are like you can't describe it. It leaves you speechless.
Here's your passports back.
Great, thank you.
Here's your paper. Make sure you keep that with you, okay?
Yes, absolutely. They want to see this at the Canadian border side as well. So
Good deal.
all right, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Have a great time, guys.
Thank you. We just finished paying for our ferry from Haines to Skagway.
Yeah.
So we've reserved that for 2 days from now. So we're here for 2 nights.
Yeah.
We just dropped the trailer off at the RV park.
Yeah.
And we are now on our way to go viewing some grizzly bears. We were told that by one couple that they saw 10 of them here yesterday.
Yeah.
There's a weir down there, which we're going to go all the way down. So we're going to go check out the grizzly bears here. And hopefully we can finally see some feeding on salmon at the end of this river here. So we're going to be there in just a couple of minutes. We've finally seen our bears here. And there's a mom with 3 cubs there, and over there was just a mom with 2 cubs. We just saw her going in the forest over there. Good morning, day 50 of the Great Northern Project. Wow, can't believe it's been 50 days since I left home. I'm kind of looking forward to getting back in the next couple of weeks, but I still got a couple more jobs that I need to photograph for clients on the way back in British Columbia. We are still in Haines, Alaska. We're going to be discovering a little bit more of that today. And we discovered that we got a flat tire. So we're down about 20 psi on that back left tire over there. We're going to change that. We're just going to put it on time lapse. Let you guys enjoy watching me change a tire. Right now I'm walking along the Chilkoot River here where we were last night watching the grizzly bears, and we do know that they are sleeping up on the hillside here kind of beside the road, and I just kind of just slowly been walking by just to see if I can have a peek at them here, but that's all right. I have my can of bear spray. It is open and ready to go just in the event. I double checked where the wind is coming from so that I know that I'm okay if in fact there is one that's gonna stick its nose out at me. You know, it's such a cold and miserable day out there right now. It is pouring rain. It has been all day long. So we've been sort of holed up here in the trailer for a good part of the day. There's just nothing really to go check out. We might actually go into town tonight, maybe just go to the pub or something, have a beer. But we didn't even get out to see the bears again. It is so miserable out. Like, it's unbelievable. There's quite a storm happening out there. We just finished having a beer and a sandwich at the Red Onion Saloon and Brothel. Pretty historic building, pretty cool. They're doing brothel room tours there. They did a cute little skit with a couple of would-be ladies of the night, and it was kind of fun. Good evening.
Good day, how are you?
Fabulous, thank you.
Good. Drive safely. And
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Good night.
I just made us a little treat of fried Cheerios. These are the cinnamon sugar ones that I fried up. Nice little snack for a cold evening. So miserable out. Well, we are in the Conrad campground now in the Yukon. We just went from Alaska to British Columbia to the Yukon, all within about 45 minutes. Just walking around the town here of Carcross. Just got ourselves a coffee and some pastries. Beautiful little town. This is so historic here. There's this really interesting ship I want to show you here. It's the Tutsi, and this was a ship that was built here in 1911, and it was undergoing restoration in 1988 after being decommissioned in the 50s as a cruise ship, and unfortunately it burned to the ground. What an interesting history, but it's still standing as much as was left over, and they put a big structure on top so you can actually go inside it and walk around and see the old boiler and things like that. So pretty sad, but interesting part of the history of this area. So we just came from the town of Atlin, BC. We're heading north. That was a great stop. We did a whole bunch of ICM stuff, intentional camera movement stuff on some poplars. And wow, I mean, you're just showing me some of the stuff we've got here. I am in Carcross, and in the Carcross desert right now. Not technically a desert, they call it a desert, but really it is the remains of an ancient seafloor, a glacial seafloor that's just left this deposit of sand everywhere. We're only about an hour away from Whitehorse, and we didn't really want to go up to Whitehorse to camp tonight, so we found a little spot here just kind of in these sand dune areas, and this is just kind of an extension of that Carcross desert. We're literally 5 minutes up the road from Carcross on that desert, and so this sand that is here is all the remains of a glacial lake, and it's also part of the old railroad. I'm going to walk over there and I'll show you. That was the what is it called? The White Pass, Yukon, I think, railway track all the way from Skagway to Whitehorse. That is no longer in operation. The train now just goes from Skagway to Fraser, which is just kind of at the top of the pass, just outside of Skagway, kind of in that historic area still. And they shut down this part of the track, I think, in the 70s or the 80s, and you can still see the remains of it here. This is the old track, the narrow gauge track here that used to go all the way to Whitehorse, and there's the back of it over here, and it stretches off into the distance over there as well towards those mountains. If you ever wonder what a jar of mustard looks like after it's been puked, it's puked inside a fridge, there it is right there. Oh, it was a really cold night last night. This is probably the coldest it's been in a long time. You could see your breath this morning. It's probably hovering just around 0 freezing temperature. And what a beautiful day today. Nice clear skies. Mountains are all lit up in the back. We were just only an hour away from Whitehorse. We finally got back into Whitehorse, and we are settling down here in our campsite. The big surprise, the big reveal happens tomorrow. Surprise!
Hello.
What? Hi! Hello! Holy mackerel! Nice story.
What bullshit did he tell you?
Oh, it's like Major. Hey, buddy, how are you? Come here. Oh, you remember me?
So, I just surprised you with a visit from my daughter and my grandson.
You did.
That was the big surprise. Remember I said there's a big surprise coming? I told you guys there's a big surprise coming. Well, I guess we got to say our goodbyes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes. Goodbye.
Goodbye, see ya. Yeah, so These are thin-horn sheep. These are the females.
Can you stick bubble gum out?
I'm going to hold it in and I'm going to tap it. There we go. Now
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Klondike Lake craziness.
What do you think the temperature is?
About 5 degrees, 4 degrees.
Oh, balmy. Beach weather.
We are currently hiking up Sheep Mountain, and it's aptly named. This is quite a beautiful, look at the stunning view here of Klondike Lake just below us. Absolutely amazing. My daughter and my grandson are just climbing up the rocks here behind me. There is a ram doll sheep right at the top of that looking at me. See if I can zoom into right there. We love you too. Okay, thanks for coming. It was nice to see you. This is the Smart River on the Alaska Highway. I got a feel we got a fish on, just like that. Finally, a decent sized one. You are coming home with me, buddy. We got ourselves a little fry. Fish on. I don't know how many fish that is for the day, but that's a lot. You're a little bit bigger. You're still not a keeper. Yeah, you're going back home. Finally get to see a black bear on the Alaska Highway. Back on home turf. Yeehaw! The Alaska Highway is huge. It's easily twice as wide as this, with the wildlife corridors probably 3 times wider than the width of this road itself on either side. And just not as scenic until you hit the northern Rockies around Muncho Lake area. And before that, between Dawson Creek and Muncho Lake, it's pretty flat country. And I just got a moose crossing the road right in front of me just as I'm talking. Look at that. This is amazing. What wild, beautiful country this is. The YouTube channel is Capture Real Adventure. So capture is the photography part. The real part is obviously the fishing. And the adventure part is just simply getting out of your vehicle and experiencing places like this. Just checking out this bizarre landscape here from this forest fire. There's a little lake down there. Wow. Crazy. I'm just on the section of the Cassiar Highway where I can turn off to the right and head to the old Cassiar mine. And if you're a fan at all or have seen the TV show Jade Fever, you'll recognize this place as where the character Scrappy Larry has a scrapyard. Oh my gosh, there is a grouse right in the middle of the road here. Okay, you gotta walk a little faster, buddy. We're gonna hit him with the air horn here and see if that gets his attention and gets him out of the way. Here we go. Oh, he just looked. What's that? He says, but nope, makes no difference to me. Go on. There he goes, finally.
Oh, I see a vehicle there. There's Scrappy Larry's sign. So you guys aren't filming anymore?
No.
You're done with that, thank goodness?
Yeah. As soon as the guy's there, they got the door open a bit because it's too long.
Oh. Is that where he is? In there?
Oh, yeah.
You mind if I say hello? Hello, puppy. Knock, knock. Anybody home? Knock, knock. Oh my God, sorry.
Get out of here.
Sorry about that. Ow, 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 ow. For that.
That's okay.
Come on, man.
Killer dog.
It's Killer Dog, hi. Scrappy Larry himself.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm here, I was talking to your son. He said I'm okay that I'm recording. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, appreciate it. I'm looking for some RV parts. Do you guys got any RVs at all?
Oh, we got one over in the back there. Like, what kind of thing are you looking for?
I'm looking for like the fridge grate. I had mine fly off on the Dempster highway.
Okay, I got lots of RVs in Watson, but there's a Chevy over there, and there's a big RV over here.
Is there? Okay.
But don't touch the blue bus.
The blue bus, leave that one alone? Okay.
And but you can take a look at the RV. That's yeah, take a look at that.
Sure, I'll have a look at that.
And there's one over there.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay.
And if I need a part, if I find one, what do I do? You guys take cash only? Is that how?
Yeah.
But you don't take credit card, do you?
I got no credit card.
Credit.
Won't charge you that much.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't have a whole lot of cash on me, so we might have to do a little bit of horse trading.
Okay.
All right, guys, take care.
Don't let that dog in.
Okay, appreciate it. Nice meeting you. Okay. Well, I just met Scrappy Larry and his son. All right, let's see what they got going on here. Let's see what kind of covers they got here. That is the wrong kind of cover. Well, that was an experience. Like your mine site? Okay, because yours is way down by Dee's Lake, isn't it?
Ours is 60 miles that way.
It's 60 miles that way, but you got to go to Dee's Lake first of all. I've seen the road.
And then
I kind of.
some clicks in, yeah.
It's that far in.
Yeah. Takes over 8 hours to go 70 clicks.
We are just in Jade City, and I'm going to camp right here for tonight, based on the intel I got from Gary from the Jade Fever television series. And he says there are pike in the lake, which is just down the way. I'd have to hike in a little bit. And there are Dolly Varden, and there are grayling all day long in this river, he says. This morning I'm using a 3-weight again. I really enjoy using this fly rod. And it is an Opti K2 from Loop. I am finally back on the Cottonwood River after being here, oh gosh, 2 or 3 years ago. I was fishing right here when I was setting up my fly line right across the river over there. The black wolf pops its nose out just to have a drink of water, has a look at me, and takes off. Just before I got a photo of it, of course. But see, we got this beautiful little creek coming in here to the river. What a gorgeous spot for fly fishing. Absolutely gorgeous spot. One of my favorite places I've ever fished at. I'm so looking forward to casting a line in here. And this time I got my phone ready, my camera ready. And that wolf sticks his nose out, I got him. So I'm gonna huck a line here into the Dees River. Just crossed over the bridge here. And I'm just gonna use my spinning rod just to give it a try. There's not a lot of casting room, so I'm not wearing my waders again. Oh, a little fish just I got a fish on. Look at that. Just a little grayling. Oh yeah, that's a good sized one. You're a bit bigger than the rest, I can tell. You're almost an eater, but not quite. Ooh, there he goes. You're a little bit bigger. You're the biggest one so far. Yeah, you're good size. Arctic grayling. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, there's a good size one. Oh yeah, what a beauty. That is an Arctic grayling to be proud of. Beautiful. I'm gonna let you go. Another good size one. Number 8. Here we are at the Stikine River. Oh, little bear. You're just a little feller. Hey, little brown noser. Okay, we are passing into Hyder, Alaska right now. This is the border crossing. When you first get there, you do not have to stop. Hyder, Alaska, here we are. I am on the Grizzly viewing platform here at Fish Creek. And I do not see any bears. However, this is where they hang out. We're going to keep going down here. We're going to stay here a little while. Wow, I have just seen my first grizzly bear
at the Fish Creek Wildlife Observation Site here. I've been here now my third or fourth time, I can't remember. I think it's my fourth time, and I have never seen a grizzly bear here until today. I am just about to cross the border back into Canada again, and I've got to make a little pit stop right here. Well, I finally made it to the south end of the Cassiar Highway. Day 63 of the Great Northern Project. Last night I camped in a pretty cool spot, and check this out. This is an old abandoned mill of some sort, according to the iOverlander app that I use to find this place. It is just, oh, I would say maybe 20 kilometers east of Kitwanga. Wow, what a super lazy day it's been today. I parked here this morning after just driving for 1 hour only at this spot here at Whitset, I believe it's called. A wonderful campsite here. Free shower, free laundry, 20 bucks a night. Overlooks a canyon where there's some First Nations people do their salmon fishing, dip netting. Guess what? I'm on my way home. Yeehaw! That makes me happy. I've got a solid 2 days of driving to do, but I might just stop and fish if I can. We'll see what happens. I'm pretty excited, so I'm pumped. I am here at the world's largest fly fishing rod. It's a beautiful day to be coming home. It's probably the warmest I've been in about 6 or 7 weeks. I made it. Hey, you. Oh my goodness. Oh my, this feels so good. We did it. All right. All right, Mumsy. Come here, you.
I miss you so much.
I know. I miss you too. Good to see you finally. Oh. You do now. Wow, that looks interesting. Let's go inside and see kitties. I did it. I'm home. Wow. This looks familiar. Cool.
Who's here, you guys? Who's here, kitties?